Okay, we're not gonna read that again. We'll let him go through his little
Name's
story.
John Morley,
See how
practice
that
law,
works.
and today is a momentous day. After enduring the most exquisite tortures at
That's
the
much
hands of
better.
blasted nurses, and being
It's a
tortured
really
daily
ugly
by
ass hospital room though.
today I'm finally free. Who would have thought that the case of the Red Shoes murder would end the way it did? A stormy night, soaked to the skin, wrestling that brainless killer on a rooftop. Then a slip and a 5-story plunge.
It appears
Much
you're
better.
awake at last. We had considerable difficulty rousing you earlier this morning, so I deemed it best to let you rest a while longer. I bring
Oh,
you
you
good
saw how her
news.
eyebrows just
The
popped on?
latest test results are favourable, and the doctor has authorised your discharge. You are now officially ready to go. I have placed your belongings on the table. Oh, and a lady stopped by this morning with some clothes from the dry cleaner.
Let's try this again.
A woman brought my clothes from the dry cleaner. Was it Penny?
I couldn't say. She arrived quite early, before my shift began. I've placed the garments in the wardrobe to keep them from getting wrinkled.
My belongings? I thought everything was already in the room.
There are a few valuables and some coins we kept for safekeeping. They are in the box on the table.
Okay. Let's do
I've
that.
been having nightmares.
The doctor has prescribed some medication that should help address any residual effects. This should assist in alleviating your nightmares.
So I'm better now.
Yes, you are much improved. Both your physical and psychological assessments have been satisfactory, and there are no impediments to your returning to your normal life. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other patients to attend to. I wish you all the best.
Okay, new key clue unlocked. Open a case file to view character information and clues. Oh, she's a little sensitive. Let's see this. Final review and conclusions. The patient has demonstrated satisfactory improvement in all pre-operative objectives. The surgical procedure conducted under protocol ECD-03 has been deemed successful in all respects. Upon completion of final tests, and provided that the patient reports physically and mentally prepared, medical discharge is advised. No post-operative complications are anticipated at this time. Continued observation during recovery is recommended to ensure patient stability.
Story of my life. That's me, the Bloodhound Morley.
Okay, let's go to the wardrobe.
I usually use the Windsor knot. I should get myself a pair of derbies. Or brogues. They're much more comfortable. Besides, if I slipped, it was because of those damned hard soles. So the mystery woman who took my clothes to the cleaners was Penny after all. Seems she's still got a soft spot for me. Could there be a chance I might win her over?
Let's do
Looks brand
that.
new. The collar's pristine. Well-structured shoulders, nicely padded. Gives off an air of authority. Keeps the crooks wary and catches the ladies' eyes. These do a fine job of hiding any belly. Can't complain about that.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here. How do I get... Oh, well, now it does it. How do I get to the case file? Here we go.
Blimey, what a fool I took onto that rain-soaked pavement. And to top it off, with that downpour, I ruined my best suit. But, well, that's all water under the bridge now. Quite literally.
Okay, that was the same thing that it said before. Let's see what this says.
This note's from Penny. My
I'm awfully...
must have left it here a few days ago while I was still under observation.
I'm awfully sorry, but I just can't keep going like this. You've been laid up in the hospital for ages, and I've been left skinned with no wages coming in for months. Before, with the state you were in, I could bring myself to say anything. I thought it best to let you get better in peace. But the other day, Dr. Forner rang and said they were finally going to let you out. So I figured it was time to tell you. I haven't been to the office in a month, and believe me, I'll miss Hawthorne Street and that old moldy brick building of ours, but I've got to move on, and even before the accident, you still owed me 3 months' pay. Peter and I are planning to get married and I need some stability. I hope you understand. I've left my key under the doormat. I've paid the water and the electric bills, so those are in your hands now. Goodbye, John. I wish you all the luck in the world. P.S. A few days ago, an older woman came by asking for you. I told her you might be back at the office this afternoon. She seemed quite eager to have a word with you. Penny.
Damn it, Penny. I don't blame her, though. I'm a right mess. I've managed to lose the only two things that kept me grounded. Her sound advice, always spot on, and the faint hope that she might dump Peter and give me a chance.
Ooh. Okay, I think I've done everything in the room. Oh, is there something over there?
I better get dressed. Blimey, it's nearly noon. I must have lost track of time in those blasted nightmares.
Can I do anything else here? I did that. Is there anything over here? I think I can leave now.
I'm not ready to leave just yet.
Am I not dressed? Is there another item? You asked me. I'm dressed. What do you want me to do? I read that.
Rainy and overcast. Typical London weather.
Did I get everything in the box? I'm confused. Oh, this.
Coat and fedora hat.
There we go.
Detectives must have.
Okay. When I have an ad break coming up in 2 minutes. When we come back, we'll go outside the door and see what happens. Do I go through this door? No. This hospital looks crazy.
Hurry up. Just like Penny says in her note, I might have a new client this afternoon. And with the way things are going, I can't afford to let that slip away.
Do I need to talk to you? No? Can I just leave? I think I might just be able to leave.
Let's get moving. Today's the first day of the rest of my life.
At last, back to the streets and the cold comforts of foggy old London. The chimneys filled the air with the familiar tang of coal dust, while the rhythmic hum of the small industries in Whitechapel, Stepney, and Southwark rang in his ears like a symphony. Soon, he'd be seated in his cluttered, dusty office once more, ready for the next case, perhaps finishing off some forgotten bottle of whiskey tucked away in a drawer, and mourning the irreplaceable loss of his assistant, Penny.
Back again. Feels like stepping into a forgotten paradise.
Are we going upstairs, or what is this?
Got that same old charm, and yet feels oddly new. This hospital stint's given me a bit of a new outlook. Maybe I'll take it a shade easier from now on.
Why is it so foggy?
Don't demand a trip to the morgue.
Okay.
Here they are. Penny's keys. Just like it says in her note.
I crouch. That was weird. It was not letting me pick him up. I feel like I should turn the sensitivity down.
This case is worth its weight in gold. Everything you need for a portable lab. The umbrella with a bullet hole. Souvenir from the marksman case. Nearly lost my hat on that one. This one's a favorite. The jealous lover solved everything with a few blows from an ashtray. Brutal, but effective. My files. Cases, clients, debts. Too many debts. Far too many. Even the coppers missed it. The slant on the letter E. That's what gave away the typist in the black letters case.
I like the names that they have for these other cases. They sound very intriguing.
Penny's desk. I ought to give her a ring and try to sweet talk her into coming back. If this new client brings in some decent dough, maybe I could settle what I owe her and use a little charm to win her over. So this is Peter. That smug grin's got "punch me" written all over it.
Okay, put that back. We don't need that.
The murder weapon from the cadaver collector case. Nasty business, that one.
Why did they let him keep it? Isn't that evidence?
The case of the Red Shoes murder. One of the most complicated I've faced. Finally. Case closed.
Is it? It sounds like it's gonna come back to haunt us.
My desk. Strangely tidy. Normally it's buried under papers, notes, bits of evidence. Penny must have wanted to leave everything spick and span before she walked out on me. Another one of my cards. But this one has my last name circled. The drawer. It's locked. But there doesn't seem to be a keyhole.
Okay, that drawer opens. Let me go around so I can really get into this desk. What am I typing? Am I just typing my last name? Yeah. Ooh, look at me figuring out this puzzle.
The Scarlet Page. I trust Penny didn't go snooping through my things while I was away.
Ooh, who are you?
Oh, my apologies, madam. I didn't hear you come in. I was a bit distracted.
Why is there a gun there?
Mr. Morley, I trust your assistant informed you of my visit as promised.
My apologies. I was rather engrossed and didn't notice your arrival. To whom do I owe the honour of this meeting?
Lady Margaret Fordside, the 4th Countess of Bloomsbury.
Lady Margaret, could you tell me what brings you here today? How can I assist you?
I shall endeavour to be as candid as possible. 20 years ago,
I feel like her voice doesn't match the character.
she was brutally murdered.
She needs a little bit more
It happened
rasp
at
in
her
her voice or
family
something.
estate, Bloomsbury Manor. Someone slipped into the house unnoticed, and upon reaching her room, delivered 5 fatal stab wounds to her chest, lungs, and heart. The police, eager to close the case, hastily blamed and condemned 2 violent thieves who clearly had nothing to do with her death. The investigation was closed, and justice was never served. I am prepared to offer you £30,000 if you take on this case, and a further £30,000 if you can solve it and bring the true killer to light. Tell me, Mr. Morley, will you accept this case?
I understand your distress, Lady Fordside. But before I commit to anything, might I trouble you with a few questions?
By all means, Mr. Morley. Ask whatever you must.
Okay, Bloomsbury Manor.
Tell me about Bloomsbury Manor. Do you still reside there?
After Elodie's death, I abandoned the estate. I couldn't bear to remain there, to live within those walls. Even now, when I visit the manor, it still feels as though I can hear her footsteps echoing through the halls, her voice humming that old melody, The delusions of an old woman who has mourned her daughter for far too long, Mr. Morley. No mother should ever have to bury her child. Should you accept the case, Bloomsbury Manor would likely be the best place to begin the investigation. I shall not impede your work, as I now reside at Bedford Square, in the heart of the city.
Okay, any witnesses?
Were there any witnesses? Did anyone see or hear anything?
It happened at midnight. The house was practically empty at the time, with only a few servants and a guest who was sleeping in the west wing. I was the only one who might have heard something, as my room was next to hers. Unfortunately, I had taken a sleeping draught and fell into a deep slumber. It is a decision I shall regret for the rest of my days.
She feels really kind of villainous in a way. Why now?
A case that's been cold for 20 years. You certainly don't make it easy for me, Lady Margaret. What made you decide to seek out a detective now?
For over 2 decades, I've fought tirelessly to have the case reopened, to prove that the real murderer escaped justice. But all in vain. Neither solicitors nor well-meaning police friends, nor even journalists hungry for a dark story, have managed to uncover anything. Then one day, I read about your success in solving the case of the Red Shoes killer. Regrettably, I also learned of the unfortunate incident that left you hospitalized with grievous injuries. On the advice of your secretary, Miss Penny, I waited patiently for your recovery. And now, here I am.
The wrong men?
Tell me about the men the police arrested. Why are you so certain they weren't guilty?
2 days after the murder, the police arrested a pair of violent thieves who were terrorizing the county at the time. Though they swore their innocence in my daughter Elodie's death, their criminal record completely undermined their defense. Seizing the opportunity, the police locked them away for their other crimes, and the case was closed. But what has always struck me as suspicious is that nothing was stolen on the night my Elodie was killed. If those thieves were truly the culprits, why would they murder her and then leave without taking a single piece of silver? It doesn't add up, Mr. Morley.
Well, I believe I have all the information I need to get started. I accept the case, and will begin the investigation immediately.
I'm pleased to hear that. My butler will bring you the £30,000 tomorrow morning. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to. Once you uncover the culprit, contact me at once, and I shall promptly deliver the remaining £30,000. Please, Mr. Morley, unravel this harrowing mystery that has tormented me for so long.
The visit from Countess Marguerite Forsyth was just what John needed, a case with all the right ingredients to start his detective's instincts. An unsolved murder from 20 years ago, abandoned by the police in their incompetence, and a generous reward waiting at the end. What more could a man want on his first day back? The journey to Bloomsbury Manor passed without incident, though the rough, neglected road ravaged by years of rain and wind made for an uncomfortable ride. He arrived under the cover of night. The place was quiet, like the ruins of an old tomb, forgotten and forsaken.
As I made my way through the dense forest path, a haunting silence enveloped the air. It was as though the very night of the crime still lingered here, shrouded in an eerie calm. The manor stood before me, its its facade as inscrutable as the shadows that danced in the moonlight. Every step I took felt like a step deeper into the heart of a mystery that refused to be forgotten.
I feel like his voice needs to be a little louder in a game. Can I do that? Oh, everything is at the master volume. I feel like it's a little low. Just to make it a little bit more immersive. Where am I? Okay, so we're going this way. Piano's that banging in his damn house. My god. Ooh, that was weird. Westland Asylum.
The stillness feels heavy, like it's hiding something.
A place of hope and healing at Westland Asylum. At Westland Asylum, we believe that the path to recovery begins with compassion, understanding, and the most advanced techniques of mental health care. Our institution offers a tranquil haven for those seeking respite from the trials of the mind. Okay, we're already bringing in an asylum. Let's see what else is here. Your Ladyship, I write to you on behalf of the Westland Society of Fine Arts regarding the exhibition currently on display at our gallery, which features several works by your daughter, Miss Elodie Forsyth. While we fully appreciate the remarkable talent and artistry evident in her work, it is with great regret that we must inform you of a matter of concern. Several of the Society's patrons, particularly among the more sensitive members of our community, have found Miss Forsyth's paintings to be of a highly disturbing nature. We have received numerous complaints, with mothers remarking that the artwork has caused distress to their children, and some ladies reporting feelings of unease. There is a growing sentiment that the pieces are unsuitable for public exhibition, particularly in a space frequented by young and impressionable minds. It is with the utmost respect and consideration that we kindly request your ladyship to arrange for the removal of Miss Forsyth's paintings from the current display. We understand that this may cause disappointment, but we feel it is necessary to preserve the decorum and sensibilities of our gallery's visitors. We would be honored to work with you in finding a more appropriate venue to exhibit Miss Forsyth's art where her unique visions can be appreciated by a more discerning and prepared audience. We trust you will understand our position in this delicate matter, and we look forward to hearing from you at your earliest convenience. With the deepest respect, yours faithfully, Sir Arthur Wellesley. Okay.
Elodie had a passion for art, but her style wasn't exactly well received. Disturbing from the looks of it.
Okay, so there's nothing here. This is locked.
The door's chained up with a padlock. Looks like I'll need to find the key.
What is that? Okay.
A blue moon. Fitting for a place haunted by its own secrets. Looks like the Countess left this for me. It could be useful for getting around the place.
Follow the trail of green lights to investigate past events. Where do you see green light? Okay, so there's a puzzle there. Anything I can read here? No.
A globe resting in a beautiful wooden stand.
My lady, I would kindly ask that once the midday service is complete, you grant me a few moments of your time in the library. Joan Merver, your housekeeper.
So, the housekeeper left a note for the Countess, asking her to meet here on the day of the murder. I wonder what truly happened during that encounter. Very well. Let's piece the events together, step by step.
Okay. Oh, I see the green lights now, but I want to read everything.
Looks like this is the Fordside family book, showing some of their ancestors.
Ooh. It's another statue. Could have sworn I saw green lights here.
Painting by Elodie. There's something deeply disturbing about her work.
Okay, there's a green light over here. Oh, it's a lot of stuff. Okay.
Lipstick stains. Same shade the Countess wore when she visited my office. Looks like someone arranged tea in the library that day. The housekeeper's cup is still here. Tea spilled across the table. She never got to drink it. An empty envelope. Did the housekeeper hand the Countess a letter?
Is that everything? Or is there something else over here? Where else is there green light? I don't understand this green light thing. Okay, I think I need to go into the other room. There's nothing else here that's green. See if it lets me go.
Lock has been concealed. But this door must open by some other means.
Okay, so what am I doing now? How do I know? Maybe they need to face each other? I don't know how far this can go. Okay, so he's facing her. Let this one face forward. No, that didn't work. Let me see this. He's not looking at her in that picture, maybe. Wait, who is... This is the dad person, I think. Let me fix this one, I think. There's something that I'm missing that explains what this puzzle is. What is this? A telescope. Oh. Oh, there's another statue. Is everything maybe... Let's try having them... I feel like they were all looking forward already. No? Okay, is this the older guy that's there? He's looking at her. Okay, so right now, he's older there. Wait, what does she look like? Maybe I don't understand. I don't understand the difference between the two ladies. Let me see the other one. Oops. Ah. What the fuck? Okay, so the braid is the daughter. Maybe they need to be facing each other. And maybe these two need to be facing each other. I don't think this is right, but I'm just gonna check. I feel like I should hear a click when it works. But I don't understand what this book. So they're facing each other. Oh? What is that? What is making that sound? Wait, did he just change? Why does it sound like that when you turn? It sounds like a fucking zombie. Is this one on a timer? Like, why did it just change by itself like that? I mean, he's not looking towards her, but where is he looking then? She's looking towards him. Is it open now? Why is this? Why does that one keep changing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Is this a statue too? What is this? Um. Wait, maybe I have the two guys wrong. Oops. Because this says a telescope. Maybe that's him up there, not this person. But I feel like that looks like him. Am I supposed to be doing something with this? This looks like the older guy. So I do have them right. Maybe she's too far turned. me try to read what they say, because I think maybe there's something else in them. Shrapnel scar on her cheek, hands hardened by iron and mud of balaclava. Amid the roar of Crimean cannons, her silver medical kit now stained with gunpowder and memory held not only wounds but the hidden truth behind the colonel's death. They say she swore to protect the secret and that the oath still lingers within these walls. A man with a prominent nose and a wandering soul whose steps chase past where only blank maps had once slain. Cartographer to Queen Victoria, he devoted his life to naming the unnameable jungles that swallowed expeditions, rivers that erased borders, and villages whose names he'd remembered. His globe, now cracked by time and the salt of 1,000 seas, bears witness between its meridians the scars of a man who preferred to get lost rather than return. Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna say old guy, globe, young guy, telescope. Maybe that's why it keeps turning towards this telescope. A pianist with ethereal hands and a drowned heart. After losing her beloved in the wreck of the SS Meridian, her nocturnes became unnamed requiems. Her final composition, Elegy in Blue, rests on the ebony music stand in the library. Its notes sketch waves that never kiss the shore, and its pauses echo the silence of a ring never given. Okay. Isolde. I think she's the older one. Is the ebony stand. We did that one and we did the astronomer. Wait, did we do hers? A silver medical kit. Eleanor. So let me try moving them all towards those things and see what happens. Okay, so let's change him first. Okay, he's facing it directly. Where is... Okay, she needs to face towards a medical kit. What is this? Oh, I missed this chair.
2 chairs. One of them knocked over. It seems they met here. But something went wrong during the conversation.
Oh, I missed it.
I am very angry. After all these years of service, this is how you repay me? Walking away like this?
I'm sorry, madam, but the situation has become unbearable. My bags are already packed.
I'm freezing. Okay, where is... Where is there a... Is that it? Let me... Okay, she needs to be facing that. Okay, did it unlock? Can he turn anymore? Okay, she must be wrong. Maybe that's not the medical kit that it's talking about. Is this a medical? What is this?
The Countess threw the housekeeper out in a fit of rage. In her haste, the housekeeper forgot one of her bags. What was it that unsettled the housekeeper enough to abandon her post so suddenly?
Okay, so that's the housekeeper's bag. Where is... I mean, maybe that's not a silver trunk. Maybe it's over here. Where is... What is... I read this one already. Oh, there's a green light here now. Why are all these things opening up
Lady
now?
Ford sighed, still seething, burned something in the fireplace.
I reached a decision, though it weighs heavily upon my heart to sever the ties that have long bound me to this household. Since the reign of King William IV, my family has served Bloomsbury with unwavering loyalty and steadfastness, marked by discretion and a faithful execution of our duties. However, there are limits to all things, and of late this house has been frequented by certain individuals whose presence is wholly at odds with the principles to which my lineage is so devoted. It is no coincidence that our family motto is oblatus, signifying something offered or consecrated. We are vassals of an ideal, the custodians of the most deep-rooted traditions and the bastions of the eternal values of our nation. This house has forsaken all of this, and you well know the reasons why. Please do not concern yourself. I too understand why you have allowed this. Rest assured, I do not judge you harshly, just as I hope you will understand my reasons. As my family says, Fosta, Joan Merver, housekeeper of Bloomsbury Manor.
The housekeeper resigned. Seems something, or someone, troubled her greatly. Enough to break the long-standing family tradition tying her to this place.
That just scared the shit out of me. Okay, I need to figure out... I don't think I understand where the medical kit is. So I thought it was this box here. But I don't... It's not. Because it's not opening. There we go. Maybe it's in this room? Oh, there it goes. The medical kit is right there. Ugh. Okay, that was a good puzzle.
This must have been some sort of private study for the Countess. Elodie was committed to a psychiatric facility.
Oh,
She supposedly recovered from whatever ailed her.
I'm writing to you as the attending physician of Ward 2 to provide an update on your daughter Elodie's progress. It is with great pleasure that I report her notable improvement. Elodie now confides that she no longer experiences dark thoughts. Most importantly, the nightmares have subsided, and she has begun to communicate more amicably with her fellow patients, a crucial step in her recovery. Elodie has also asked me to relay a request. She would like you to bring her amber necklace when you visit this Sunday. I will continue to keep you informed of her progress. Respectfully, Dr. Mulder, Chief Psychiatrist at Westland Asylum.
Lady Margaret and a young woman. I suppose it's Elodie. They look happy. It was undoubtedly a better time.
Oh, it is a
This
key.
looks like the key to the main hall. Could be my way into the heart of the house.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. I don't know if this is like a horror game, so I don't know if something's gonna pop out. What is that? Is that liquid?
That cold, old house had begun to give up its secrets. For a fleeting moment, I thought I heard the voice of a young woman, softly humming a tune. And then it hit me, clear as a gunshot in the dark. A ghost from the past was ready to speak. A tale of love and dread. A mystery begging.
That should be it. And that's how you do it. Glad I did not give up on a puzzle. This is good. I would play this. I want to know what the story is.